political landscape in Ghana here. He has been in the news recently, and today we are going to discuss with him his policies, messages, and things concerning his visions to win this coming election. And you know, all the political parties are ready to capture power to win this election, and his party is also determined to win the election. So yes, join me as I introduce my boss. He's a mentor and also a teacher in the political landscape, Mr. Kofi Akpaloo. Say welcome and good morning.
Thank you.
And this is Adwa TV for you.
Nice. It's nice having you here.
Yeah, you've been speaking, wanted you to come, but you couldn't, and because of schedules and IPAC.
Yeah, it's true. Busy these days. It's not easy reaching us.
When we say Kofi Akpaloo, who's he? Before we come to your party itself,
Yeah,
political
name,
landscape.
as it sounds, it's a Voltarian name.
Okay.
So definitely, I'm from the Volta region. I'm from Anako, in the capital of in the Kita district.
Yeah.
Yes, in the Volta region. And my mom is also an Akan. And I was born and brought up in Kumasi. I'm a married man with 6 wonderful kids, an accountant by profession and a businessman as well. Also the leader and founder of the Liberal Party of Ghana.
Now, let's come to the political landscape itself. Liberal Party Ghana. When we say Liberal Party of Ghana, what is it and who are they?
Oh, okay. Liberal Party of Ghana, as the name exhibit itself, we are liberals. We are freedom fighters, and we believe in the fundamental human rights. We believe that there should be lower taxes and also entrepreneurship to get jobs and also create work for our people. So we have 3 political ideological groupings,
Yes.
and that is the Socialist International, and then the Democratic Union, the NDC, the Socialist International, and then the MPP is the Democratic Union. But in between them, the laguna between them is the Liberal International, which we are members of that groupings. We have our African headquarters in South Africa, Johannesburg. So we are promoting liberalism. So we are liberals. We believe that people's rights must be respected.
You made mention of headquarters in South Africa. Is this because LG, your party, Lpg, is it under an organization?
Yes, we are under the Liberal International.
Oh.
And then in Africa, we also have the African Liberal Network. You know, Senegal, their ruling party is part of our group.
Oh, okay.
If you go to La Côte d'Ivoire, it's also a part. Zambia, the ruling party is also our sister party. And if you go to South Africa, there's a party called the Democratic Alliance.
Yeah.
They are also our sister party. Yeah.
And how do they intend to help or assist LPG in Ghana here to capture power?
Oh, actually, they are not directly involved in we running our political affairs here.
So, yeah.
But as time they give us what you call training. They give us training as to how we should do our stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's great. That's great. Recently, there are a lot of news. You have been in headlines regarding Mahama and the Voltarian. Tell us a little about that.
Oh, as you all know, I mean, the evidence is there that we, the Voltarians, we have been voting for NDC. You know, we Voltarians, before we were the UP. You understand? We came together with the
United Party
to form the United Party.
Yeah.
With Buzia. You see, my uncle, that is the Modestus Akpaloo.
1960.
You see, the 1948. They formed the what do you call it? The
UGCC.
No, UP.
United Party.
That includes the LLM and all those kind of stuff. The Buzia Dankwa. So my uncle was the first general secretary of the UP tradition.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the Modestus Akpaloo. We, the Rotarians, most of us, we've been UP from onset. But because we believe also in Boris Rollins came out with the NDC, then all the Rotarians decided to support him. You understand? So we've been supporting them, we've been voting for them. But it seems the way things are now, they need our vote. NDC need the votes of the Rotarians, but they don't want the well-being of the Rotarians. They don't want to promote the well-being of Rotarians. You know, if you go to voter regime, for instance, you cannot pinpoint any serious thing that have been done by NDC. As we all know, it's a voter regime, it's OT and whatever. You understand? So for all these years, they've not done anything. Including
administration of Jerry John Rawlings.
Yes, from that's what I'm saying. NDC includes Rawlings, you know, because you see, Rawlings thought that because he's from voter regime, he didn't want to push things there, as if he's trying to move everything into his own country. You understand? So you know, he was thinking about the whole well-being of Ghana. So his concentration basically was in the north. He was trying to bridge the gap between the north and the south. He left, you know, nothing is good. Then he tried to do this sugar copper to Akpaloo road for us. And then
another 2 hours commission airports.
Which airport?
The whole airport.
The whole airport.
Yeah.
Have you seen any plane flying to that?
But at least they are commissioned.
It's a wasted thing. It's something that nobody should even talk about. If you go to an airport and the airport is not being utilized, what is the essence of the airport?
Maybe.
Who is going to fly to that place? Tell me, are you flying from Accra to Ho, or you are flying from Kumasi to Ho?
If I have a business there, obviously.
Which airline are you using?
They need to create a system. Maybe they are working on a system.
You know, you have to look at the needs of the people. Maybe if you have that, the people should have an airport, not this time. Are you okay? What are the businesses in Ho? What factories have you built in the region that they've wasted the money? The money that they used to build the factory, the airport, they could have channeled the money to build factories. They could have built 2 solid factories at home. And now, as we are talking, people would have been engaged working there. But if you go, all the young people are, desperately walking around, nothing is happening in their life. You know, so to me, it's a total waste of our scarce resources. You know, I don't want to use that. Maybe there was no sense in that investment. That's the way. You know. You see, roads, nothing. But the network to Hawaii, traveling from Ho to Hawaii, the road is almost travel. You go to an airport. Everywhere supporting NDC, but when it comes to the goodies, the Rotarian doesn't get anything. You know, the Rotarians, we don't get anything from NDC, but we've been voting for them. They like our vote, but they don't like our.
How are you going to implement? How are the strategies?
Yes, so you see, I believe now Baumia is trying to implement most of our stuff.
So you are going to depend.
You heard him yesterday when he said that they are.
Every birth will get Ghana card.
Ghana card. Well, I've been saying this long ago. You know, I've been saying this, since 2004, and I've been saying this, that so that by the time the child leaves hospital, the child is identified, and then your house must have an address, so the 2 will be linked together, so we can easily trace you wherever you go. If this is a country whereby somebody just walk into this country and tomorrow the person can just miss with the crowd, and nobody is able to identify the person. But when I become president, those things will tin of the past. You can't come out from prison and then just mingle the people. You can't come from the prison, or a criminal will be using a taxi. No, nobody. Those who implemented the Ghana card, they didn't even understand it until they heard me saying that no, we shouldn't be dwelling too much on the card. Even the card that they printed, to me, is a waste of money. When somebody is registered, they should just issue the person the number. You can just write the person's number for him, so the person will memorize the number. So wherever you go, you just give his number out, and then you can easily be identified.
Do you believe in Baumia's digitization?
Yeah, that's the way forward. When you go downstairs, see the signboard there, You see that
technology. You are talking about technology and something.
Putting people's life first. That is our motto. Putting people's life first through technology.
Yeah.
When we're talking about this, MPD and NDC, they were not even thinking about.
So Baumia stole from you.
Oh, I won't say he stole from us, but I would say as the world is evolving, everybody is getting to know the importance of technology. So we when we start talking about technology, they were not even dreaming. Okay. What I want to tell you is that turning Ghana around, moving Ghana around, making Ghana a better place, the solution is with me, the key is with me. Nobody can unlock our wealth unless Kofi Akpaloo is given the opportunity to serve Ghana. When I become president, there's no way anybody is going to import clothing to this country because we're going to produce them here. Your shoes, your sandals, your bags, your toothpaste, everything should be produced here. Why should we import it? Why should we import poultry, chicken products? Why should we import them? Whilst we can support our farmers, give them good money to produce them here. Why should we import rice?
We will come to industrialization, import and export. But let's be on your 500.
That's what I'm reading for you.
500 cities for every month.
That's what your interest is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because how long are you going to do that? Is this I saw another this thing you said that you give children 500 cedis plus their Ghana card. Yeah. Is it for the first month or
no?
How long?
Every month.
For how many years?
Until they reach 18 years.
18 years.
Yeah. Before the child turns 18, every month you'll be receiving 500 cedis, depending on period. So this is the current figure I'm using. So maybe when we get to the next year, the following year, it will change because of inflation and things like that. We have to review the figure.
How are you going to secure this? Because of the economic dimension, maybe there will be inflation, like COVID-19 passed through, Russian-Ukraine war. If uncertainty comes, how are you going to hold that?
I'm more prepared to turn Ghana around. That all these eventualities, you know, like for instance, sitting here, I know that when I become president, first thing that I have to tackle is to make sure we get LPG in your homes. We get your gas flowing straight into your houses. You don't need to take a cylinder to go and buy LPG. Like the way you receive electricity or water into your house, that's what I'm thinking. Because you see, when the COVID came, we have to stay indoor. We're not supposed to go out. So why are you going to get LPG to cook?
Was it in 2020 or 2016 you said that you connect milk to everyone's home?
No, I've not said that.
Connect milk to everyone's home?
No, I've not said that.
Then it will be the gas?
Yes, the gas that I'm talking about. That should go to every home. Because you should use your gas to produce, to prepare your food, to do everything. Okay? It should come like the way electricity comes to your home. It's infrastructure, you just build it. You spend money on it. It will create jobs, it will create work. And everybody will have. Okay? Now, today, we all saw what happened, or yesterday. All internets are down.
Yeah.
Okay? So, what are we thinking? We have to start thinking differently. Okay? Because we have been reliant or everything on the submarine. So now, what can we do? We have to look beyond. So we have to use the satellite. Okay?
We're gonna get our own satellite.
Why not? It's money. Just pump in money because now everybody is devastated because there's no internet. Okay? Now you see the internet is part and parcel of us. So without it, for a day or two, people are not of themselves.
If you become president, we're gonna get our own satellite.
Why not? Why should it be difficult?
Do you have money?
Borrow the money, invest, so that you get the benefit.
So when you come, you borrow?
Why not? I'm an accountant. I believe in borrowing. I don't believe in borrowing money to spend. I believe in borrowing money to invest.
Okay.
So if I borrow, let's say $200 billion, and I invest them in this country to produce shoes, to produce this, to produce that, all those that we import will cease. Are you okay? Now, the businesses will work and pay the loan. Okay. America is thriving on loans. America is the country that owes more money than anybody. If you compare their debt to GDP, it's over 100%. If you compare Japan's GDP to their debt, it's over 200%. It's only Ghana here we have made to believe that when we borrow it's the same. I don't think so.
Okay. Now Ghana's debt is 600 billion.
Yeah, when you divide it by 12.
Yeah.
Now, when you divide it by 12, it's $50 billion.
Yeah.
$50 billion is a peanut for a country like Ghana.
It's not money.
It's not money. For a country like Ghana, the whole Ghana, how many are we?
33 million. Yeah.
And we are all owing only
3 billion. 50 billion. It's not money. Dollars.
Divide it by 33 billion, and then give me the figure. And then you see that it's nothing. And borrow the money from Bank of Ghana in cities to come and buy the cocoa, take your time and sell the cocoa so that you pay back to Bank of Ghana. This one is common sense. You don't need any software whatsoever. But MPP and NDC, they allow the white people to come and deceive them to think that, no, don't use your own money to buy the cocoa. Every time you want to buy cocoa, then come and borrow money. So that some people will get percentages in their transaction fee. I'm going to put a stop to that when I become president. We will not borrow money to buy cocoa. We will use our own cities to buy the cocoa then before. Anybody who needs gold in this country need to come with cities to buy the gold. Nobody, we're not going to sell gold in dollars.
Okay.
We are going to sell only in cities. Anything that we want to sell, you have to buy them in cities. We're not going to sell anything in dollar again because it's not helping us. We have to. If you want to build wealth, if you want to create wealth, if you want to develop this country and grow this country, we don't need to sell things in dollar. We have to sell everything in city. Then you have to go and find a city to buy. And then if you're going to find a city will be expensive. And when the city becomes expensive, then our city will strengthen. And when our city strengthens, when they pay you 500 cities a month, you become like, it will be worth for you to spend, and then you'll be living better.
Is this government not aware of what we are saying?
No, these fingers, they are not the same. The way I'm thinking might not be will be different. And let me tell you, when you go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18, it says, I am the Lord that giveth thee power to create wealth.
Okay.
Certain things must come from the Holy Spirit to enable you to do it. All that I'm telling you is from the help of the Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit is not passing through the NPPs.
Unless you ask them. But because I don't have the eye to see, but I have the eye to see what I know within me.
Maybe you have a discernment spirit.
No, I know the Holy Spirit is sitting inside me, and then the conversation that we're having, the flow is coming from the Holy Spirit.
Okay. Are you a pastor?
I'm not a pastor. I'm a child of God.
Okay. Which church do you attend?
In the church that is available.
Okay. Let's come to industrialization.
Yeah.
We are talking about importation, exportation, and how you're going to do. We have one district, one factory, one village, one dam, and other initiative by this government. To you, your government, how are you going to build up infrastructure in this country?
Infrastructure in what form?
Like companies,
Businesses.
yes, businesses.
Okay.
Since you are expert in business and accounting, how are you going to use your profession, merging with your political ideas and your party philosophy to build infrastructure?
I believe something. I'm somebody, I'm being guided by what God tells me. Now, when you go to the book of Joel chapter 2, verse 28, he says, in the latter days, I'm going to pour my spirit on all flesh, including you, including the Chinese, the Indian, the African, the European, the American. I will pour my spirit on all flesh, including criminals and good people. Okay? And he says, the young people will see visions. Now, when you go to the book of Acts chapter 2 verse 17, it says the same thing. So this one, Joel is from the old book, and then Acts is from the new book. Are you okay? My spirit will be on all flesh. The young people will see visions. Now, vision is very important. I don't know the kind of vision that you are seeing, but I know you have a vision. Every young person, every young child has a vision. So when I become president, I know all the young people carry vision. So I'm going to be ready to support any young person with fantastic vision. Now, when you go to the book of Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18, it says, lack of vision, the people perish. So where they don't have vision, they will perish. Africa is in the situation that we are, or Ghana is where we are, because our young people may carry the vision, but they don't get the support. They need the support to implement their vision or to bring their vision into fruition. So to me, I understand that when I become president, I have to turn Ghana into a land of opportunities. So if you're a young person and you have a vision, we support your vision. Now, you know Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, the owner of Microsoft. He started Microsoft when he was 19 years. So he was a young person and he had a vision. When you take a person like Dell Computers, Michael Dell, he was also 19 years when he started the Dell Computing. When you take a person like Mark Zuckerberg, he was 19 when he started Facebook.
Yeah.
All those that I mentioned, they are all billionaires. When you take a person like Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, who started Apple Corporation, Steve Wozniak was 24 and Steve Jobs was 21. They came up and then they built Apple Corporation. Now, take Larry Page, okay, and then Michael Page. Michael Page started what? Google. Gmail that you are using, okay? We started when he was what? 24 years. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that the young people carry visions. But here we don't support our young people, so they die with their vision or they end up destroying their lives because there's no hope. So when I become president, it's my duty that I have to support these young people. So regardless of the size of your vision, we are setting up a $10 billion job fund. That $10 billion job fund take money in the form of a loan to start that your vision that you have. And then you create a job for yourself and you create a job for other people. Now, this thing that I'm wearing is somebody's vision. This phone is somebody's vision. The car we are driving in is somebody's vision. The airplane, everything, the bulb, the whatever that you see around are other people's vision. So what is your vision? The young people in Ghana, what are their vision? What do they need to bring their visions into fruition? Because their vision will create jobs for them and then will create jobs for other people. So that's what we are going to do. We provide them mentorship and then we provide them funding to enable them to do that. Now, when I become president, I'm going to make sure from primary school, every child will be taught savings and investment culture. We're going to develop that culture, inculcate that in our kids. So that because you cannot make it in life, if you don't understand savings and investment. You save your money and then you invest. Now the job you are doing, I don't know how much they are paying you, but I can tell you that you will not save money because you think the money is too small. But let me tell you, assuming they are paying you 500 cedis a month, you should be able to save 50 cedis. But you say, oh, 500 cedis is not enough, why should I save 50 cedis? But assuming they are paying you 450, you would have still survived on the 450. So it's a determination, it's a discipline that kids must be taught from onset. Because you have to save, and then when you accumulate, then you invest. And then when you invest, your investment will give you returns, and then you become a millionaire. Now, if you have 500 cities, then you have 1 million people in Ghana, and they all have 500 cities. When they put them together, it's 500 million. Now, that 500 million can build a factory. But 500 cities in your pocket is nothing. But collectively, if you all come together, 1 million people or 10 million people, and each person is bringing 500 cities to invest in the fund, we are raising 5 billion. And that 5 billion can set up a factory, can create factories, can create jobs for our people. We are where we are because we are not doing things right. Because we always think that it's only the white one who has the money to come and do. But let me tell you, white people, there's no one person's money that they come and invest. It's collective investment. They gather people's money, put them together, come and invest, and then they share the returns. Now you are in this country, you have oil. When you have the oil, you give the oil to Cosmos Energy and Adako Tanga Oil. They brought in $300 million, and they are controlling all our oil. I won't do that. Newmont, how much did Newmont send to this country? But they are taking all our gold away, and they give us only 5%. Now recently, lithium, they gave it out, and then we took only 7%, and then they give us option to buy 6%, so that we can own 13%. And a person like Sam Jonah, that we all believe and we all respected, wrote some article in the newspaper that this is the best deal. This is not the best deal. I don't take this to be the best deal because, well, we have been cheated. Why? Because this transaction, the payback period is only 18 months. They claw back all their money. and then everything will be what? Free. We've taken it out. How much did are they investing? Only $185 million. So can't we raise $185 million in this country? We may not have the expertise, but we can employ people who have the expertise, and then we pay them as our employees. So we're going to change the dynamics, we're going to change things in Ghana, we're going to make it happen differently. We're not going to continue doing what we've been doing. This is the kind of Ghana that we want to go.
Thank you. Let's go for a quick turn. When we come back, we'll continue.
Okay.
Welcome back. You are still watching Daily Connect on Adwa TV. Before we went for the break, His Excellency, upcoming or incoming president for Ghana, Mr. Kofi Akpaloo, as it is his dream that he wants to be a president of Ghana, says that he's going to create a system where Ghana will be a better. That's everything that he said. Every children is going to have 500 cedis. Immediately you are being born, you're going to get 500 cedis. Now, if he becomes president now, so you get 18 years. And he also mentioned a lot of good policies, and I believe you have really enjoyed. Let's go and wrap up with our guest here. So welcome back once again.
Yes, sir.
So before we went for the break, today when we were coming, we saw some of your banner, one of your banner, indicating that unemployed graduates are going to get 300 cedis or something. How are you going to do that?
No, what we are introducing is that the graduates who want to go into their own business,
okay,
we want to support them.
Okay.
If a token, we give you money to start that business, but we believe that starting a business will not give you returns straight away. So we don't want you to go into your capital and start using your capital. So whilst you are running your own business, we will support you for 2 years. We give you every month some kind of token to enable. So we believe that by the 3rd year, the business should be able to start paying you something.
So the 300 is a free.
Yeah, that was 2016. When they had that.
So now
this time around, it will go
maybe 1,000 or 2,000.
About 500 to 700.
500 to, okay, for every Ghanaian who is ready to do something.
Yes, we are going into their own business. Yeah.
Okay, now will you make sure that this person is genuinely coming for the money?
Yeah, because we monitor you. We will not give you the money just like that and say take the money and go, like the way MPP and NDC have been doing. We will give you mentors to monitor you. Okay. They will mentor you. Because if you give, let's say, one young man 1 million Ghana cedis or 2 million Ghana cedis, straight away you go and buy a car. Instead of maybe buying a machine for the business, you go and buy a car. So if you don't monitor them, they waste the money because they don't know the value of what they are holding.
So it will be a monthly basis, every month that you will be giving to the support.
Yes, every graduate going into business.
Okay, give us 1 or 2 of your policies, and let's go into your campaigning and how you're going to do your campaign for this year.
The policies, there are many. I can't finish. So, talking about roads. We want to make sure all our roads that have been done already with quota or what do you call them, asphalt and that have developed potholes and the rest. We make sure we seal them. Okay. We don't want to see people driving on potholes. We want them to drive on a smooth road.
And any other policies as well?
Yeah, housing.
Okay.
Like we believe that we should have what we call affordable rental accommodation. So we build like this size of a room, and then you have your toilet and bath, and then we allow the young people to be able to have access to accommodation. So you come and you rent. You will not pay any advance or rent advance or whatever. You only pay your monthly rent. But if you don't pay, we will just reject you.
Well, let's come to 2024, your campaign strategies. How are you going to do your campaign? Have you started, and when are you starting?
Yeah, the strategy I cannot give all to you,
okay.
But I can tell you we are working.
Okay.
Yeah, we are seriously working, and we'll make sure we reach everybody.
Visibility.
Yes, our strategy is different. We are not following MPP and NDC, because that has been the norm. So we are doing things differently. No, we try something and then they are copying us. So we have to do another thing.
Okay, so it's going to have a national congress or any other thing?
I don't think so.
That's
what I'm saying. We are doing things different. We are not going to do the normal campaign strategy.
Okay, so when are you going to do the door-to-door or mount podiums and other the huge campaigns to mobilize people, your supporters?
We are not going to do.
You are not going to do any campaign this year. And how are you going to win the election? Since
you are not going to win the election, you don't need to do big rally to win an election. The big rally will just motivate you to come and stand on the podium and be spewing nonsense. You understand? But when you go to the people in their homes, in their offices, in their communities, and then you talk to them, it's better.
So currently it's under?
Yeah, we are doing anything. You know, on your phone, you see it coming to your phone. Everywhere we find you, we talk to you. Because that's what we need. We don't need to waste money to do any flamboyant campaign.
Who will be your flag bearer?
Running mates. Very soon.
Your running mates?
Yeah, very soon we will let everybody know.
Is this going to be an outdoor, we just bring out the communique?
No, just communicate. We just invite you, the media. You come here and then we present the person to you, as simple as that. Why should you waste money to do this?
We also choose female or male?
Definitely it's going to be a female.
A female?
Definitely, because that's our party policy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Campaign song, any other thing?
Campaign song? Oh, the young boys have been doing a lot of campaign songs for us. So you are there, somebody will bring you one. So there are many. Yeah.
Mahama says he's going to do 24-hour economy. But Baumia is also talking about digitization. You've been hearing. Which among these policies you think is good for Ghana?
Which one is the 24-hour economy?
He's saying he's going to bring a 3-shift system. One will come from morning to afternoon, afternoon to evening, evening to night, and on.
Which businesses are they going to work in?
For all sectors.
Like the police?
Yeah, police.
Yeah, by the police, they're doing 24 already.
He's been talking about 24-hour economy.
Yeah,
maybe you've been hearing.
You need to ask him a lot of details about the 24-hour economy. Is it like the Mokola will run 24-hour?
Every sector, including.
So who is going to sell in Bushop at Mokola?
So you don't believe in the
you shouldn't believe this. If somebody tells you that Mokola, they're going to run 24-hour at Mokola, the woman who finished at 6 o'clock, he went there 6 a.m. because of traffic. He left home like 5 something. And then he went there, stood there, cooked her food there, ate everything, and now she's going home to sleep. He said she come back and open the shop.
Maybe someone will come and replace him away.
So the person will sell and put the thing in their pocket.
Oh, it says
even if one is sitting there in the shop, people are still stealing. And then you want somebody to come and sit there and be selling without the owner's presence. You see, don't just buy anything. Even though it tells you it's going to give 24-hour economy. Alright, 24-hour economy is going on. The media, you are right 24/7. Aren't you?
Yeah.
Or you close at a certain point in time.
No, it runs through.
It runs through. It runs through. The number of people that you use in the morning, are they the same number of people you use in the evening?
Morning section is different from nights.
Yeah, so if somebody tells you that it's going to run 24-hour economy, give him or her the same scenario from your workplace. That in the workplace in the morning we have those who are working in the account section, those who are working in the marketing section, those who are working in the administration, and then those who are working in the security and then the transport, if you have vehicles, transport section, and then those who are also doing the production. Now you came with, you are 4 here. Yeah. I don't know whether you came with a driver. The driver might be in the car now. Are you okay? But in the night, we don't carry the same number of people around. No.
That's why it says it's going to create a 24-hour
So the 24
system.
hours, the shift. Which space are you creating? So it means compulsory. You have to bring people to come in at the marketing department in the night. Who are they going to sell the advert to in the night?
People will be out
No,
there.
you see, no, just ask yourself. If the man sits somewhere, maybe he was on something and then started talking about, I'm going to do 24-hour economy, and then he also bought into it. There will be no difference between you. My brother, don't believe this.
Do you believe Baume's policies and visions then?
But I'm here to listen to his vision.
He says when it's can you scrap e-levy, a passport.
But the e-levy is there already, so why don't he scrap it? He is part of the government, so he can suggest to the president that the president can we scrap this because Ghanaians are hurting Ghanaians. You understand? You don't need to be president because he's the vice president, so he should be able to advise the president to take a decision.
Before you give us your final comments, how are you going to deal with corruption? Ghana, one of our biggest problems is corruption.
Do you think corruption is our biggest problem?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The system is
because
bad.
I'm yet to find out somebody who has been corrupted and has been found and jailed.
So there's no corruption in Ghana?
No, how many? They are just perception. They are just perception. People who say things, oh, this is thief. And then when you ask him to provide evidence, he said, no, somebody said it. You understand? You know, we've been saying all this just to destroy the image of the African.
So you don't have anything to deal with corruption, the word corruption?
No, if you want to fight corruption, okay, you build systems. And then the systems must work.
And we will build some system.
Yes, every person above 18 years, you are going to file your tax return. So when you file your tax return, you declare your assets and your liabilities. So if I steal money, I cannot put it in your name because your next assessment, your asset will go up. If you don't declare that asset, it means you are hiding something. So you have to explain to us why those things were not declared.
Okay.
So everybody can easily be controlled in this country. So you can't just wake up in the morning and become a millionaire just like that without explanation. You understand? Currently, the country that we are living in, tomorrow somebody will just wake up and is a millionaire and nobody knows the source of his wealth.
First of all, saying there's a corruption perception.
That's corruption perception. But until we find people who are corrupt, we cannot say they are corrupt because we all know the party delegates are collecting money. MPP and NDC, they are collecting money to vote. The chiefs in our country are collecting money from politicians, so they are all corrupt.
Anas is exposing a lot of them.
Anas, forget about Anas. Anas himself is a corrupt guy. He's a thief.
Anas is corrupt.
He's a thief. He himself is a thief. Because if you watch the way he does his work, okay, you only hear the person speaking, but you not hear what he question, the question that he gives to the person for the person to respond. So what is he hiding? He's a thief himself. Because he does that, and those who are able to pay, he let them off the hook. So this is not what you call proper whatever investigation that you call it. You know, why is he afraid to open his face?
That's the nature of the job.
If you are not thief, are the police people who are arresting thieves and armed robbers, are they covering their face?
So they are security institution, but he himself says
the police, they are all human beings.
Yeah.
They go out there to arrest thieves, criminals. Do they cover their face?
They are motivated.
The judges in the courtroom who are jailing those people, are they hiding their face? So why is that guy hiding? Because it's a thief, it's a criminal. He's a criminal. But in Ghana here, you just tolerate anything. It can't happen anywhere. It's only in Ghana that we condone those things. How can somebody who's fighting corruption become so wealthy? Nobody questions the source of it.
For that, maybe journalism. Yeah. Are you going to question them?
So far as you have what? You have to explain the source of your what?
So you ask Anas.
Why is he above the law? So what is it? Everybody you have to declare your source of wealth. But I do pay tax.
I do pay.
We do.
Yeah,
so if you make genuine wealth, you should pay taxes on them. So you have to show us the kind of taxes that you pay. Now you see, all these things, they are all taxes. Okay? They are all taxes. Are you okay? So why should I pay tax and you don't want to pay tax?
Maybe he's also paying tax.
So if you are paying tax, nobody has any issue against you.
What's your final comment to your party members, supporters, and the general public?
Yeah, they should go out there and campaign for us. Because there's no need to waste your vote on NDC and NPP. If you are complaining that things are tough. Even some people are saying that they are not going to vote again. But I want to urge those people. It's a big mistake to think that you're not going to vote. If you don't vote, you are doing yourself harm. Think twice. Go out there and vote against MPP and NDC. When you go out there and you vote against MPP and NDC and you vote for LPG, then you've done yourself good. But if you stay home and decide not to vote, some people go and vote, and then you'll get the same people giving you the same thing that you are running away from. Because you think you are fed up with MPP and NDC. So because of that, you're not going to vote. I know. But my friend, go out there and vote for Kofi Akpaloo. When we vote for LPG and we come to power, everything that I've said today, we are going to implement them. Ghana is for you, Ghana is for me, Ghana is for all of us. We should not sit aloof and say that Ghana is meant for only some selected few. No, it's for everybody. So the cake must be shared across. Everybody, everywhere, living everywhere, should have a bite of the national cake. And that's what we are going to do. We're going to distribute the cake for everybody. That's why we are promising you that every child in Ghana will receive child benefits, and those who are above 18 years and unemployed will receive unemployment benefit. And then if you have a fantastic business idea, we are going to support your business to come to power, so to fruition, so that you also build jobs for other people. I know a couple of young people out there, they have brilliant ideas, but they don't get any help. They don't know where to go to get help because they don't belong to MPP or NDC. But I want to tell you, so far as you are Ghanaian and you are living in Ghana and you have any business idea, my government will support you to make it. We want to create millionaires, we want to create billionaires among us. So far as you are Ghanaian and you want to do it, we'll help you to do it.
Thank you for being with us. This is how we wrap up with our upcoming or incoming president, Mr. Kofi Akpaloo, as he wants to be the president. And I hope this has been a guide to you as you are deciding to who you are going to vote for and the party that you are going to affiliate yourself with. My name is Mensah Maxwell, and this is Daily Correct on Adwa TV. Thanks to Mr. Frank for being my camera personnel today, and also Mrs. Regina for being my director. Angie, thank you for being supportive to us. This is Adwa TV, Ghana. Thank you.